What up, YouTubers? It's Faith. Today I am 32 weeks preggers, which is awesome. So I'm now at 8 months, which is bananas. I had my ultrasound yesterday, so I do have some new ultrasound pictures. This was the last ultrasound. This was at 20 weeks, and of course it's the wallpaper on my BlackBerry, and it's also the wallpaper on my computer and laptop and iPhone. And I love this picture because you can see Jaden's nose and his lips, and he's super cute. And I kind of don't want to change that picture because the new ultrasound pictures, you can see his lips and nose again, but it's not as clear as that picture. I think that's like the best ultrasound picture ever. And the ultrasound came out really good. They said he's very strong. You know, he's breathing good. Heart rate's like 150 something. He weighs 4 pounds and 3 ounces, which is like ginormous. Like he weighs something now. So I'm really excited about that. And we did the ultrasound, aside from the 20-week one, they wanted to do one at 32 weeks because they found fluid in his kidneys, which is not unusual for boys, but you know, it was like past the normal range. So, but that ended up being okay. So they were like, everything's fine. So right now he's super perfect. And so again, that's a 20-week picture. And I love that one. So you see his head, his half arm there, his rib cage, and his legs. So I can't really see the rest of it. But they said all his limbs are there and everything. So that's been my favorite ultrasound picture, and I'll show you the new ultrasound picture. So basically, that's what this video is. It's an ultrasound picture video, and I didn't want to make the video until I had this last ultrasound. So this was my pregnancy test that I took. And so I found out on July 21st that I was pregnant, and it's probably kind of gross, but that's the picture. That's the actual ACG test that I kept. This was the first ultrasound. This is when he was 7 weeks and 4 days, and that's like the yolk sac, and that's him, which is very, like, can't really tell, but, you know, I know that's the yolk sac, and that's him upside down. Like, that's the head, the arms, and legs. But it's still kind of hard to tell. Those were all from the same day pictures. And that was, at the time, the tail, and that was the head. This is all the 7 weeks, 4 day pictures. Again, 7 weeks, 4 days. You know, like, I can't really tell what that is. I can clearly see the sac there, though. The yolk sac in those pictures. I guess they gave me a lot of pictures that day. So this is my teddy bear photo album, by the way, that I put the ultrasound pictures in. And I haven't really finished putting descriptions on the bottom, but this was one of my favorite ones because you could totally see his head forming. You can see his legs are almost becoming legs and less a tail and gonna split. You can see the limbs there. Definitely see that cranium. And I don't think those are ears, but those are probably eyes because the eyes start out on the side and then they migrate to the front. So this was like my favorite ultrasound for quite a while. This was when he was 11 weeks and 5 days old. So, you know, you could definitely see, kind of make out what was going on there. And this was the ultrasound where they told me he was a boy. And I was so stoked. So that's, I guess, his guy part. And they put a little arrow there so you can see his little pee-pee. And that was, I found out on November 3rd. And I don't know how many weeks he was at that time, but that's the date that I found that out. And this was the ultrasound that you just saw now. This is when he was 20 weeks and 5 days, which is absolutely my favorite because, again, you can see, like, I don't know if that's ear or eye, but you could definitely see that cute nose and the mouth. I love that picture. And this was one of him also, same weeks and everything. And this one was of the same, you know, just a little bit more shadowing there. His nose looks kind of weird there, but whatever. And that one was nice because you can see the rib cage, same day. Now this one was when he was facing me, so you can see kind of like his nasal bone, his eye socket, you know, and that kind of stuff. So this is a picture today that I got, and I can't even make out what that is. But anyway, this was a 31 week, 6 days, 4 pounds, 3 ounces. And then I'll show you the two current ultrasound pictures, which are definitely more legible. This one is my absolute favorite because you can see his eye there. You can see his nose, and look at those big lips. Like, those are kissable lips. I'm going to be kissing this baby like every 30 seconds. But like, I can really make out his mouth, which is right there, and his nose, which is right there, and the noggin, chest, you know. But that one is a nice picture, but I still like the other one better. I still like that one better just because I can see, I can make it out more clearly than this one. But I'm still going to, you know, update my Facebook page for that. This is another one, same one. You can still see his mouth, his nose, and I don't know what's going on over there, but that's probably like an eye, you know, and I don't know what the rest of that stuff is. But these are the ultrasound pictures. These are the only ultrasound pictures that I will be getting because they said no more ultrasounds. And I did one last week at work in the emergency room, so we busted out the ultrasound machine just to watch him moving and kicking. As far as symptoms go, I've been very heartburn. Again, has been like the most brutal thing for me. Haven't bought anything. I didn't get anything in the mail for the past week, so I'm definitely getting a car. And actually, my ex-boyfriend is actually buying the car for me. I'm gonna put like $1,000 in on it, and he's gonna pay the rest. So, it's kind of interesting. But, you know, we used to have a house, and we sold the house before we got separated. So, you know, like, he always, you know, he's like a good friend. He's married and has a kid now, so it's not like, you know, there's going to be a relationship or anything like that. But, you know, we've always been close friends. So he just feels like I should have a car by now. So I have to go pick it up, and we'll work it out somehow. But he's just, you know, strictly platonic, like nothing, you know, weird about it or anything. But he's a 100% good guy. So, you know, and I think it's a good thing. So, excuse me. I definitely, for some weird reason, have been vomiting. Twice this week, I literally, like, threw up my brains. And I heard that every now and then in your third trimester, you do revert back to your first trimester. But I never had any morning sickness or anything like that. And I really think it's attributed to the heartburn, because the heartburn is so bad that the undigested food just wants to come back up. It's like burning as it's coming up, and it's like this bolus stuck in my throat. And then there's just a point where it's just like, I gotta get out of here. So, it happened today. It happened twice earlier in the week. And, you know, like, I hadn't had McDonald's in like a long time. I ate McDonald's, I automatically threw it up. But heartburn has been my number one problem. Nothing else, no back pain or anything like that. And so far, so good. I mean, I only have 8 more weeks to go, you know, depending on if he comes earlier or later. But I wanted to say what's up to everybody and just update with my ultrasound pictures. And I am off for 5 days. I did pick up some extra shifts at work. So I worked 8 days in a row. And was supposed to get 6 days, but I picked up a day. So now I'm only 5 days off. So then I have to show you this because I didn't want a baby shower. I come to work and I find this notice hanging up all over the ER, which is kind of strange, and I think it's nice that they thought about me like this, but I felt like a charity case. It's kind of weird. Let me know what you guys think about it. So basically this was, you know, for the nurses and doctors and other co-workers in the ER. So it says, "Dear friends, as you know, Faith Webster is expecting her first baby in March. Usually we would have a shower for her, but since Faith is so excited and went out and bought everything she could find for her little bundle of joy already, we thought it would be very helpful to her if we took up a collection for her maternity leave instead. If you would like to contribute, please see, you know, whatever, and, you know, thank you for your support." Which kind of is like, you know, I never okayed that because I really didn't want anything. So let me know what you think of that. I don't know, I felt a little salty about it, but, you know, they, you know, brought me in the office and was like, you know, they always do something for somebody, and it was definitely meant, you know, it was a nice thing, you know, and I'm getting paid for I'm like, you know, getting paid while I'm on maternity leave, so I don't know. But they were just like, they felt like they couldn't do nothing at all, even though I was telling them 100 times I don't want anything. But anyway, post a comment what you think about that. I thought it was kind of funny. My mom thinks it's hilarious, and she's like, you know, definitely, you know, accept whatever they give you. So I'm going to listen to her. And I again haven't bought anything. I may get something next week because I'm going through like buyer's withdrawal. And I did wash all the baby's clothes. So every single thing, bedding, everything, anything that's going to touch Jaden's skin has been washed in Draft, which is like baby detergent. So it doesn't have any, you know, harmful chemicals in it or anything like that. So that's it for me today. I will post a video, I'm sure, within the next couple weeks or so, you know, because I just feel like I have to get something. And, you know, I've been really good. I've been good for like a whole solid week. And it's 10 minutes, so I'm going to end this video. So that's my ultrasound video. And I hope everyone else's pregnancies are going great. There's like 2 people who are due like any minute. So I'm kind of waiting and watching with bated breath about how their labor and delivery went. And that's about it. If you guys have any questions, you know, certainly rate, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. But that's it for my video today. And today is January 4th. I'm 32 weeks exactly today. Yahoo! And that's it. Toodles. Done.